Welcome to the Aura of Stories channel. Today, we're going to tell you a bit about the history of the Halo saga. The Halo franchise has one of the most complex histories, despite not seeming so at first glance. The game's universe has its own explanation for the emergence of humanity in the Milky Way and is populated by countless other alien species. It is an alliance of these species, in fact, that goes to war with humans in the first game of the saga, beginning the plot that unfolds across 4 other main chapters. The origins. More than 1 million years before the current era, a powerful race called the Precursors began to populate the galaxy, giving rise to the Forerunners and humanity, as well as the parasitic species, the Flood, used to test the other 2 groups. The Forerunners rebelled and overthrew their creators. Humanity, in turn, used the Precursors' technology to colonize other planets until they encountered the Flood. Humans managed to get rid of the parasites, but not without provoking the new sovereigns of the galaxy, who, in a war, drove humanity back to a primitive state. To combat the Flood, the Forerunners also created the Halos, gigantic weapons capable of destroying all forms of organic life within a wide radius. They were used at the end of the war fought between the 2 species, leaving only a few of their creators alive. It was these survivors who, before departing, programmed the repopulation of the galaxy, with some species kept in the so-called Ark. The resurgence of humanity. The human race began to develop again on Earth thousands of years after the event, and only in the year 2080 of the current era did it manage to colonize a planet, Mars. A rebellion on the Red Planet in 2164 gave rise to the United Nations Space Command, UNSC, which in turn began to create the first Spartan soldiers, cyborgs resulting from biological engineering. The troops were useful in the following centuries, when humanity discovered how to travel faster than the speed of light, colonizing over 800 planets. The Spartan II program was initiated in 2517, coincidentally 8 years before the first Covenant attacks. This theocratic alliance of alien races considered the human race an affront to their gods. The extraterrestrials destroyed some of humanity's main space colonies, overpowering the few Spartan super soldiers available. Halo Combat Evolved. The first game in the Halo series portrays a last-ditch effort of the UNSC to eliminate the Covenant threat before the alien alliance discovers Earth's location. The plan begins on the Reach colony, but an enemy invasion abruptly interrupts its execution. Only one ship, the Pillar of Autumn, survives the attack. Its crew, including the protagonist and Spartan II super soldier, Master Chief John 117, end up crashing on a gigantic space station called Halo by the Covenant. After the ship crashes, Chief and his artificial intelligence, Cortana, must rescue Captain Jacob Keyes from the Covenant and also discover the purpose of the Halo. The protagonists accomplish the tasks, but not before the enemies release the Flood parasites trapped there. The duo then has to destroy the space station before the pests escape, and equally before the base fulfills its purpose of destroying everything around it. Halo 2. Master Chief and Avery Johnson, another survivor of the destruction of the Halo, are decorated upon their return to Earth. The planet, however, is attacked by a Covenant fleet led by a high-ranking member of the Alliance, the High Prophet of Regret. The aliens are eliminated, and the enemy leader flees hastily, followed by Chief, Cortana, Johnson, and Miranda Keyes, the daughter of the captain killed in the first game. At the end of the journey, the group finds another Halo and must eliminate Regret, as well as deal with another Covenant fleet that goes to the location to activate the Halo. Luckily, one of the races that are part of the alien alliance, the Elites, discovers what the Halo is capable of. Its leader, the Arbiter, decides to help Chief and the humans, successfully deactivating another of these weapons of mass destruction. The problem is that this time, a security protocol ends up being activated. Thanks to it, the triggers of all the other Halos scattered throughout the galaxy are focused in one place, the Ark hidden on Earth. Halo 3. Continuing from the second game, Earth is invaded by the Covenant, an army infected by the Flood, and the Alliance's leader, the High Prophet of Truth. The The hero, Chief, lands in Africa shortly after the attack and is found by Johnson and the Arbiter. When the Covenant and their leader manage to enter the Ark, the three receive help from the Flood to defeat them. The parasitic species, however, betrays the heroes, and it's up to Chief to destroy the facility and the plague using an incomplete halo located there. The plan is successful, but the hero ends up being left behind during the escape and is presumed dead when the Arbiter, the other survivor, arrives on Earth. Chief, however, survives and is put into hibernation for 4 years by Cortana. Halo 5. The story of Halo 5 begins 8 months after the end of the 4th game. Master Chief disappears again, but this time to carry out unspecified missions alongside his blue team, a team of Spartan 2 soldiers. To find him, the UNSC assigns Agent Jameson Locke, who travels through space accompanied by Fireteam Osiris. The two will share the spotlight in the plot, which will also involve giant machines called Guardians and numerous disasters that plague the galaxy. That was today's story. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to the Aura of Stories channel.